most continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First play, here's Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll run with DeWandu. And he's got room. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First down. Here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they send him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On play action, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. I call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
A second down throw for Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And the tight end goes in motion left. Play fake. Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. Forced out to his left. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a 1st down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Following the interception, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. 4th down, Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up first and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. John Mechie as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And now this This is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. And never took there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A final shot before break. Rodgers firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, it had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Cousins on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action now. Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. This will be complete to Mechie. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Powers through him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. On play action, they'll throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Rodgers working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to complete it to Moreau. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Foster Moreau from 6 yards away. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do, So they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Cousins. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Vikings start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On second and goal, Rodgers flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Back to Nwangu again on first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately.
And now here is another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game, and Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice.